In terms of the big picture, I guess it doesn't matter, but no one likes to lose, especially champion teams don't like to lose. So what did you make of that?
No, a wise man once said nothing good comes from losing a football game, and I have to agree with him. But the way we lost is more positive. I think. I saw a team that was playing against a very good Chelsea team, a very good squad, so many individually, so many good players, so well organized. But we were able to have here at Stamford Bridge 65% ball possession, played so many times through them. But yeah, maybe we missed just that little bit, which we usually have. So normally we're also able to find the free player, but the last percentages in attack and defense we maybe missed today to get a result.
So what cost you that few percent? Is that even with the players out there meaning to give their all, trying to give their all, there's just a difference between wanting to win and needing to win, and today you didn't need to win.
Yeah, that is true. But if you look at how we reacted after being 2-0 down, that probably tells you why we won this league. Because they never give up, even if they've already won the league and they're 2-0 down at Stamford Bridge against such a good team. We don't give up. Our fans don't give up as well.
They look like they thoroughly enjoyed their day, to be honest.
Yeah, they were loud again. So yeah, we slipped twice in the lead up to both Chelsea goals, and of course the third one was so far an extra time that it's a goal, but it didn't matter that much anymore. But playing against a good team like Chelsea, you can't afford a lot, and that's what we saw today.
With one eye on the future, giving game time to players who haven't had so much game time, what did you learn today?
I think a few things I've already knew, but it's always good to see some of them playing now together with 4, 5 or 6 starters. So a few of them have come in many times, but to start, most of them started against Plymouth away, PSV Eindhoven away, and now to see them playing with the other ones gives you not new insights, but does give you insights.
Is it overstating it? Maybe you think this is over the top, but some of those guys who come into the team, are they playing for their Liverpool futures a bit? They obviously want more minutes next season, and they only have these few games to convince you they deserve those minutes.
No, the last thing, that's what it's about. They deserve to play these games because they've trained so hard during the whole season, so many times a day after the match where the other ones played, and everyone was so positive about them, and they had to come to the AXA again to train, and every time they did so well. So that's why I think that they deserved to play this game, but it's not the first time that I saw them play. They've come in many times. They've played the Plymouth and the PSV and some other games as well. Accrington, Stanley, and can't come up Brighton away for the League Cup. So we don't judge them only on this. We judge them every single day on the training ground and the moments they play for us.
It seems a bit odd almost to say this to a team that's just won the league, but does it feel like there's a big summer ahead in terms of adding to this squad, changing the squad? I did an interview with you on Friday where you were talking about you already spoke to maybe a few players trying to sell them the Liverpool dream.
No, it's already a big summer because we extended Virgil and Mo, and for large parts of the season, I don't think everybody expected that. So for us to keep them is already a big thing, and we will see what the summer will bring. But I've said many times I'm really happy with the squad we are having. But it is also true that's the second year in a row these players are together, and sometimes can be good to bring some fresh energy as well. But last year we decided just to keep them all. So we will just see what we will do. But it's already been a big summer because we won the league and we kept Virgil and Mo.
And nothing better, I guess, than adding to a winning team. Kind of strike while the iron's hot, I think is the phrase.
Yeah, but only if we see a chance in the market, or if we can see someone who can improve us. And it's not so easy to improve this team because it's already a team that won the Premier League, that was so good against Paris Saint-Germain at home, where unfortunately we lost that on penalties.
Thank you, Arne.
You're welcome.
Well, what Arne has said today is that it's already a big summer because he's extended the contracts of Mohamed Salah and Virgil van Dijk. But as Patrick asked him, what he's given a hint to is that he is talking about players coming in over the summer. Where do you think they need to strengthen, even though they've won the league by 15 points at this stage?
Yeah, but that will mean nothing at the start of next season. You know, the whole idea now for Liverpool is to kick on and back that up. You don't want the league title and go, that's it, and relax for a few years. That's what all the great teams do in the top team. So that's the next challenge for Liverpool. They've already obviously got a goalkeeper coming in. You're thinking maybe possibly a left back, a centre half. There's any injuries, of course, and potentially I would say a striker. But obviously you've got to go and get quality one. So I still think the manager will definitely be looking at strengthening, of course, but it's easier said than done. But done a great position. They've won the league. It'll be a big attraction to lots of players. He's a quality manager. Players who might be interested in coming to Liverpool will be looking at the top players already staying there and committing to the club. So that's all pluses. It's no a matter of going out and getting these quality players that will improve Liverpool, because I've said it many times before, win the league's fantastic. You've got to back it up again next year.
As Roy said, Mamardashvili's coming in the summer. That's already been agreed. Where else do you think that they need to strengthen, either in terms of their first choice or in terms of backup?
I think it's, you know, they're certainly an attacker, for sure. I think a striker, you know, Jota is been the main man as long as Luis Diaz and Darwin, but I think that they probably do need another striker, potentially backup for Mo, a player who can learn from him and come in the squad on that right side. And then, of course, you've got to lock up Konate as well. I know that maybe we could talk about them potentially bringing in defensive help. We talked about at the start of the season whether they're going to bring in a defensive midfielder, and Gravenberch has stepped up, so whether they're still going to be thirsty for that, I'm unsure. But certainly I think signing Konate is very important, because, you know, his partnership with Virgil van Dijk's been key to the team's success. So tying him down to a contract, I think, is the next thing they need to do imminently, because we've seen the talk this season around the contracts, and, you know, Trent, Virg, Mo. We don't want that going on with Konate next season. So I think that's an important signing for the football club, to have that consistency in defence. It's always good to have a partnership that you can rely on and trust, and have that triangle with the goalkeeper. So I think that's an important signing for them.
The name that keeps being linked with Liverpool and won't go away is Kerkez from Bournemouth. If that is a signing that happens, is it somebody who comes in and plays instead of Andy Robertson, or who shadows him throughout the season and learns from him in the way that Daniel's suggesting that somebody could come in and do that with Mohamed Salah?
I certainly wouldn't write off Andy Robertson just yet. He's still a top player, great professional. I would make sure that I keep him, even if you do bring in Kerkez, and have a little bit of competition. There's no problem with that. Kerkez has been amazing for Bournemouth. I've watched him since he first come in. He's aggressive. He's like a younger version, and that's going to be the key. I'm sure that, you know, Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards will be looking, who can we now bring in? Because you've also got to think, although it's great news that Mohamed Salah signed and Virgil van Dijk, it's 2-year contracts. How can we find the next ones? How can we find the next commanding young centre-back? How can we find the next Mohamed Salah? That's not going to be easy, because replacing them, they're fundamental, they're so important for this team, but they are players that you've got to look to do. Ekatike's had a mention for Liverpool, a player that, you know, as a striker. It hasn't worked out for Darwin Núñez. I felt really positive about when he first signed. That might be a player that we might see that surplus requirements at some point, and then they bring in another striker in his place. But it doesn't need major surgery. He just won the title.
And isn't it nice to be able to sit and talk about it rather than have to go and find those next stars of the future? Thank you very much, Jamie. Thank you, Daniel. And thank you to Roy.